24th of August 2026. Don't know this song at all. It's all I'm getting is a small blue marble. That's it. Small blue marble. So maybe you had a small blue marble when you were a kid, or you just found one, or you've seen one. I don't know. It's weird. But if it's a song, which it always is, I'll find it. Capricorn. 12th house. Victims and martyrs, and prisoners and righting wrongs, and Jupiter. The 24 is a choice card, also known as the lover's card. To some who just won't let it go, it's always got to be about love, hasn't it? So let's see what this is about. There's the Pisces. So no names unless it comes out again in its own right. But we can tell whether it's positive or negative. There it is, it's negative. The wrong choice, or a choice you don't want to make, or a separation of some kind. Legal separation, because we've got Libra there. Partnerships, serpent enemies. The call of a prostate. There it is, the judge. 11. Casey and Daniel. Number 11 is positive. A just and fair decision. Possibly to do with a separation. We've got Mercury there, we've got David there, we've got Adam, Eve, Lily. But we can't say the other names because, like I said, unless it comes out again as something else. Somebody here does not have the moral high ground, so it maybe will not seem fair to them, but it is because they've done something wrong. It's time to stop overthinking things, release yourself from this mental prison you've made, where you've been trapped by all the things that negative that people have said to you, or thought about you, or you thought about yourself, or you thought other people are saying. 8 weeks. Time to stand up for yourself. Because whatever happens now, Spirit are giving you a gift of protection. So that if you should choose to take this gift, new home, new life, a proposal, a business, whatever it is, and nurture it, it will grow within a year. Because you have more options than you know. You just have to decide what you want and go for it. Feel the fear, face the chaos, and all will be well. Shine your light bright, don't dim it for anyone. Aquarius energy. The Canada Goose is a lucky sign, and it always makes me think of Elaine. So, Fred, David, and who was the other one? I can't remember now. Fred and David, definitely. Oh, Alison. And somebody hasn't been found out yet, but they will be. For the lies, deceit, and theft. The things they've done behind your back, in the dark, taking credit for what you've done, stealing your I forgot what the word is. But you know what I mean, I've said it before. Actual stealing finances, or taking credit for what you've achieved, saying that you wouldn't have made it without them. 7 weeks. So 7 weeks of that, and then suddenly you stand up for yourself and say, hang on a minute. So a just and fair decision needs to be made. Somebody has to stop dimming the light and face whatever it is that's their true future, which which is this gift from Spirit. So let's have a look then. We've got Venus in Libra, so partnerships, love and abundance. We've got Jupiter in Leo, and Jupiter's in the dice. So it's showy abundance, prideful abundance. And we've got Gemini, Uranus, so rebellion. Pluto in Aquarius, and the true node in Aquarius. Well done. So the future, your future. Juno is in Capricorn. Third house is Capricorn. Gemini is the 8th house. So your communications, something ends so something new can begin. And Libra's in the 12th house. Well done, Spirit. So, here we go then. So 7 months, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, 7 days, and 1 year. $11 and 17, both positive. Door numbers, birthdays, dates of passings, anniversaries, whatever. Wherever you see those numbers, they're positive. 11 and 17. Even if it's a table that you go to, you sit at for lunch. Victory will be yours in a legal dispute or in a partnership. The number 10, massively important. Positive energy. The Wheel of Fate is 10 in your favour. And then Cooper. Jacqueline. Richard and Oscar. And a death, a passing, something that brings you to your knees within 10 weeks. Something is over, done. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. Enough is enough. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So it's not the last card, so we're not going to die. Somebody may, but we won't. But it is an ending. Something from your past has kept you trapped. Some wrong that needs to be righted. Child abuse, childhood trauma. Whatever that may be. Why is that there? I don't want that, so that goes in that. Something from the past. It's a nightmare situation, so all sort you out, so you're overthinking everything and you can't sleep at night over this. 9 weeks. Somebody's getting very impatient. There is a hole in the pit of their stomach that they cannot fill. They have everything they need, but nothing they want. And there's unfinished business. Somebody acted in haste and now they're repenting at leisure. And number 19, somebody is trying to block your path, stop you from travelling, stealing your happiness, and keeping you in the dark. 19, that would be the Karens of this world. So it's the Leo energy, and we said, didn't we? We've got Leo already mentioned. And it's in the 10th house of status, career, etc. Success and failure. So this decision, this legal decision possibly, or this decision about a partnership, that not everybody can win this. One is in the right, one is in the wrong. Simple as black and white. Another 10. It's an emotional ending. An end to a family unit perhaps. An end to your happiness. All your cups are empty. And Pisces is leaving the building. 12th house. Someone is no longer wanting to be the victim or the martyr, where they grit their teeth and say yes to things they don't agree with. There's love but no commitment, and there is fast moving action, but they lack stamina. They can't stick at it. So they do things to try and put things right for a little while, but they can't keep it up. Unfinished business. House move for some. A home is not a home without a fire in the hearth, food on the table, and a welcome at the door. Your home is where your heart is. And third parties could be a possibility. Something or someone coming between you and what you want, which is whoever's keeping you in the dark. Heartache, sorrow, loss, separation, perhaps minor surgery. A confused mind, a vindictive person. A separation, like we said. There is a mutual understanding that the love has gone. 2 months. And there's how many 10s now? 1, 2, there's 3 10s. The only one missing is a 10 of wands, and that's the heavy burden. This is going to be heavy. But something or someone returns from the past, so all is not lost, because whatever this trauma is will be healed. So, let's have a look then. Twelfth house, prisoners. Someone wants to escape. Pisces, feet and toes, prisons, institutions, the colour green, the green chakra is your heart. A return, karma, family secrets, hidden enemies, reconnections, confinement, reparation for past wrongs, sacrifice, surrender, institutions, and the collective unconsciousness, the things we were unaware of, those that are kept from us and hidden. It's an opportunity to reconnect. So like I said, something from the past. You must put boundaries in place. Surrendering back to the collective will be hard for some because they refuse to be humble. There is deception, illusion, and family secrets. The way is lost. Someone has lost their identity within a situation. There is karma involved. Karma must be met head on. And you cannot control it. Mercury the mind, which we've got there. Jupiter is not in there. Illusions. So, Jupiter in Capricorn then. Expansion through breaching boundaries. Ambitious and success-orientated. Jupiter in Capricorn is far-sighted and wise, or feels hemmed in by rigid rules. So someone is trying to hem you in by controlling you, and you're saying you're not having any of it. If you're following the cards, you will no longer be controlled by them. So this is a talisman that if you draw it on a piece of paper, or if you're lucky enough to have the rune, you carry it about in your purse, it will blunt the sharp words or sharp objects. Thorazars. Thursday. Thorazars is the third rune, and it's boundaries. Again, so somebody is fencing you in, and you don't want to be fenced in. Thursday. That used to be my Thursday night card. Somebody maybe is trying to keep you from doing something. Thorazars. The letters TH. The thorn is the most sharp and evil thing to take a grip on, extremely grim for any man who rests among them. So you aren't getting any rest because it's thorny. It's a sharp thorn by extension, a blade, a knife or a fang. It's also associated with the deadly bites of the serpent, so those born in the year of the snake. The sound of the letter 2 resembles the hiss of a snake, as well as the sound of a sword makes when it's drawn from a scabbard. So somebody is severing ties and speaking the truth. There is the sword of justice. It is in reverse. If you are in any doubt about your actions, you must do nothing at all, because if you act hastily now, there we are, you will have plenty of time in the future to repent your folly. The inverted Thorazars emphasize the warnings of its upright meaning, that you are in danger of walking straight into a trap. It shows that you are likely to play into the hands of your enemies, and that your own rash actions will prove to be your undoing. So take a step back, review your situation, pause, reflect, and proceed very cautiously indeed. So, somebody is feeling half erased, invisible. If you are going to court, do not communicate with anyone, and I don't just mean the people that you're going to court with, anyone at all, because gossip is flying about. We've had that before in the other reads, and you may be allowing someone to know your plans so that they can circumvent you. Keep yourself to yourself. Keep your own counsel. That includes loved ones, partners, whoever. Aphrodite. Somebody thinks they're grown up, but they're acting like a child. The green chakra again is the heart. Women's liber, all for women. Poor blokes get a bad rap at the minute. The beautiful Greek goddess of love. So love is very important. Aphrodite represents love in all its different levels, and we are bereft of it here. The most important aspect of love she represents is self-love, and that's what they want for you. Love that is often misunderstood as selfishness or ego, it is not. It's very different. Self-love is at the very core of your being and determines your personal values and self-worth. Aphrodite was born a fully grown woman. She emerged from a shell on the sea, so the seashells, the island of Cyprus. Somebody may be going to Cyprus, the beach, shells. The goddess of love had the ability to enchant men and women wherever she would go, and her presence incited feelings of love and lust. And history depicts her as a prostitute or wanton woman. So somebody has been wronged here, made out to be something she is not. Aphrodite had many lovers, however she refused to be bound by limiting her boundaries again, her love and sharing her love with others. She encouraged women to have many partners and to enjoy the pleasures of love and sex. Aphrodite's self-love and belief in her self-worth enabled her to live a life without denying herself and the pleasure that love brought to her. Often we judge ourselves as being selfish or not giving enough to others. Stop. They are begging you to throw away the cross which you have taken for granted you should bear, the heavy burden we was talking about. Without self-love there is no self, and when there is no self, there is just an empty shell left feeling alone and unfulfilled. The Five of Pentacles, a hole in the pit of your stomach that you cannot fill. Lonely in a room full of people half erased. Who are you? What do you want? What do you need? You are feeling quite lost right now, and no matter how hard you try to find your direction, which is your true north node, your true life purpose, it continues to elude you. We spend our lives making sure that we meet the needs of our children, our loved ones, but who's meeting your needs? Even if you have someone that says they love and care for you, you still have to be responsible for yourself. What we need most in life is what we seek from others. So find what you're looking for within yourself. It may take time and work to get there, but it will be worth the journey. So close your eyes, meditate on the direction, and it will come. Loving yourself is the most sacred gift you can give to others. There's the gift. The most sacred gift is unconditional love for yourself, not for others. Remember, if you had a childhood trauma, think of that time when you felt lost and no one was there for you, and you had to be your own guardian light. Remember that you can go back to that child, give them a hug, and tell them you're going to be all right because I'm going to make sure you are. Reassure that inner child that things are going to be different. You're not going to let anyone hurt them anymore. Damage can be done in many ways without us realising it. A mother saying that you should be kind to other people for this, that or the other, or not to make a fuss, always invalidates your feelings. So, and there's the fire. The fire's gone out. There's no optimism, just pessimism. The number 40. The Fire Prince. Negative energy, or a challenge, should I say. There is a couple of messages delivered here, so take heed as one or both could pertain to you. Be mindful of starting a fire you can't put out. Aggressive actions will result in loss. Slow down and don't be so eager to reach your goal. Stay clear of someone else's unbridled ambition and aggression as well. If you think you could get burned, you most certainly will, unless you remove yourself from this action. When the Fire Prince arrives as a challenge, he could also be warning you to be careful of burnout. This might pertain to workaholism, obsessively focusing on something you want, excluding all else. You may be afraid to let go, but you must. If you keep going the way you are, truly you won't have the energy left, nor will you see your way through your path. It's easy to get lost in the dark when there's no flame to guide you in the light, and they're keeping you in the dark. Because that's where they want you to be. As soon as you see things clearly, you will not be there, and they know it. So, this could be a deep secret that's been kept for a very long time, and it could be about paternity of children for some. So the little marble, the blue marble, I wonder what it's about. We'll soon find out. The little blue marble. A lot of spite going on. Number 25. A diary may be found, or a record of the past that someone finds by accident and realise that what they've been told is not true. Number 25. Or it may prove that there's plagiarism in some contract, something that's been We've seen a lot of that in the news lately, haven't we? Somebody will have a record of their ideas being, especially in a business partnership, they're having the idea earlier than the person who filed the patent, whatever it is. 25. The Book of Shadows is a record of rituals, beliefs, prayers, and magical lore. While there are published books of shadows, each practitioner will have their own personal book as well, so a diary or a log. For Wicca, it is a tradition that greatly values individualism and rejects dogma, so people telling you what to do. The Book of Shadows is a tool, not a set of commandments, unlike the Bible and other religious books. This is a time to deepen your knowledge through study, including and not limited to reading. Seek out teachers who will encourage you to think for yourself. Put your study into practice through meaningful rites and spell work. I think this is about research, looking at old logs, old accounts maybe, whatever it is, because somebody's keeping you in the dark. Knowledge, law, learning. Walk the path of wisdom. How will you challenge authority? So, there you go. Challenging authority, possibly in the courts. But it took 3 endings, 3 painful endings for you to get here. And you're still carrying that heavy bed, and it's time to lay it down. So excuse the washing machine going on in the background, I forgot it was on. No celebration here. Those cups are still empty. It's time to get yourself healthy and fit for the next journey. And move it on. Travel across land, perhaps a purchase of a new vehicle, but it's a solo journey. You have to do this yourself. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye-bye.